Good day. Construct an ecological model for well-being in your college. Frida Fosser. Ecological and context analysis. This model will examine how different environment and social layers influence the individual's well-being and investigate the specific college context that affect people's perceptions and experiences of well-being. If we look at ecological analysis of well-being, it is the study of relationships between humans and their environment, focusing on how environmental factors influence behavior, health and development. So we're going to look at the individual, physical, mental health, microsystem, your family, friends, mesosystem, interactions between work and home, ecosystems, community services, local governance, media, macrosystems like societies, the economic environment, chronosystems, life changes, and purpose is to understand how well-being is shaped by interconnection and influence personal and societal. If we look at the context, it's a systemic process of understanding the broader environment or situation in which the individual operates. It focuses on how specific social, economic, political and cultural contexts impact people's sense of well-being. Social, community support, economic income, cultural, your values, your traditions, politicals, the political environment, human rights, environmental living conditions, sustainability. And the purpose of that is to tailor interventions and policies that fit the realities of people and the environment. Impactors and enablers to mental health and well-being in Waterberg TVET College. In this assignment, I will focus on the staff of the college. Reason be that students already receive support through Higher Health and the Student Support Framework, and it was also through literature from Bester in 2023. The staff do not receive any support as there is no official office, and during the last 2 years, staff are ill, mental health challenges and substance abuse have increased. Another challenge is gamble addiction. At the college, policies exist, and even in the strategic plan overview, by the principal, she mentioned wellness, but it's not implemented and supported. And staff don't feel like communicating this as they are afraid of stigmatization. So my framework will focus on that. In this assignment, the positive social ecology model of McCollum and Price and the dynamic model for well-being from Campion and Nurse was used, and the reference I got it from was from Carter and Anderson. Now, if we look at the ecological model for well-being at Waterberg TVET College, we need to know what is mental health, and World Health Organization in 2000 defined it as a state in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to her or his community. Legislation that support mental health and well-being is the CET Act of 2006. It guides us in establishing standardized structures. Mental Health Care Act number 17 of 2002, the policy framework to address gender-based violence in the post-school education 2020, and Employer Health and Wellness Strategic Framework for Public Services in 2019. If we look at the college framework and mandate that support this, the vision is a leading provider of innovative and high-quality vocational and skills development programs that meet the demands of the 21st century. Our values is integrity, excellence, accountability, diversity, respect, transparency, and wellness. There's 12 pathways that guide us on this and contributing. It's expert inclusive leadership, strategic visioning, where we want to go on this, quality teaching and learning that to improve if staff is good, a supportive, caring and inclusive education context community, safe learning environment, social and emotional competencies, sense of meaning and purpose, you belong somewhere, using monitoring and evidencing strength-based approaches, healthy lifestyle, sport activities, nutrition, develop pro-social values, family and community partnerships, and spirituality. Now, we use Bronfenbrenner's ecological system theory as a framework for understanding how an individual's environment interacts to influence their growth and development. The system, as I indicated, has different layers, and this will guide the college when we have to adopt or develop health strategies, because it recognizes that individuals' mental health is influenced by multiple interconnected layers of their environment, not just personal factors. We will break it down in individual, interpersonal, college environment, policies and processes, society, and the organization. If we look at individual, the microsystem, personal well-being, we're going to look at healthy lifestyles, exercise, self-worth and self-acceptance, emotional resilience, mindfulness in access to well-being resources, like counseling. Interpersonal relations, it's connections that nurture you. It's your friendships, your peer networks, empathy and open communication, respect for diversity, mentorship and belonging, safe, inclusive relationships. Let us look at the college environment, the mesosystem. Our college environment includes classrooms, collaborative learning, a staff voice, well-being and mental health initiatives, events that foster inclusion, accessible, supportive spaces. In the society, the macro system looks at the social and cultural patterns, the values, the economic systems, access to resources, educational systems, religion and moral beliefs, media and technology, and social limitations and inequalities. The college's policies and processes, we have employee wellness and assistance policy, a staff development policy, HIV/AIDS, STI and TB management, sexual harassment, alcohol and substance abuse, health and productivity management, and staff bereavement and benevolence policy. The processes will be awards to lecturers, IQMS, PMDS, training and development, workplace counseling that doesn't exist now, and sport activities. Look at the whole eco and macro system, equitable inclusive policies, anti-discrimination frameworks, partnerships with community services so that we can involve NGOs to come and do counseling, culturally aware practices, sustainable campus design, counseling, fairness, transparent and consistency. Now, if we go to the college, we need to look in how we will strategize this. It will guide our well-being and mental health strategies because it recognizes that an individual's mental health is influenced by multiple interconnected layers, not just personal, as I indicated. So let's look at the holistic understanding. It looks at how personal, social, organizational, and communal factors all interact. It helps colleges to see that staff mental health isn't just about individual resilience, but about your workload, your leadership, your campus culture, and support systems. There's a shared responsibility. Instead of placing it only at the individual, the model emphasizes that the institution also has a duty to create healthy work environments, supportive policies, and positive relationships. So we need a systemic change. As I indicated, there's already for students, but we need something for the staff. Using an ecological model allows them to design interventions at multiple levels like individual, training stress management, interpersonal, supportive peer networks, organizational, improve the communication, reduce workload pressures, policy level, implement fair mental health leave or flexible working hours. Prevention and sustainability. The model encourages colleges to address root causes for mental health rather than just treating symptoms. This is long-term sustainable improvements in staff well-being. We must be inclusive and context-aware because we are differing by role, background, and personal circumstances. The ecological model helps tailor approaches to diverse needs, making well-being initiatives more inclusive and effective. The college will use the ecological model because it helps to move from individual-focused interventions to whole institution approaches. ensuring that mental health and well-being are embedded in the culture structures and daily practices of a college. I thank you. This is the references I used.